Hello guys, great news if you have the same Android Auto Apple CarPlay screen as I have, because CarpodGo has now released a new firmware. This firmware is supposed to fix some known errors. On my screen there is no known errors, but still we are going to update it. Let me show you the screen, how it looks. Oh, there's a lot of glare here. This is my CarpodGo in my Toyota, of course. I don't bring my phone, so I don't have this working now, but anyway, let's go on with the latest firmware update for this one. We then go to the CarpodGo website. Here we get, 50 USD off and so on, if you register your email address. You're looking for a download, and we have the T3 Pro. Yeah, and we want the firmware update. So let's go for this one. And here we have the newest one. There's a lot of firmware updates on this CarpodGo site, which shows they are really interested in improve the product. I really like that. If you buy something cheap and simple from AliExpress or somewhere, then you will not get any of these updates. So let's click download, and then download, and then download, and hopefully, yes, here it is. Okay, we have downloaded the file. We're opening the folder, and we need all this copied over to the USB drive, which we have over here. This takes a minute or two. And here we go. Then we can close this one, and we can go down here and press this one. Eject. Now that you got the files on your USB stick, you need to find your box, which you bought the CarpodGo into. And in this box you will find this cable which says OTG. Is it possible to have it focus? Yes, there we go. This one has a USB-A, which then fits this one, and this is a USB-C, which then fits into the port into the CarpodGo screen. So let's go into the car and try to upload the firmware to the CarpodGo. Okay guys, we are in the car. It is freezing cold here in Norway. It's -2 degrees. Freezing cold, eh? Hardly see my hand. And so we have to do this quick. I have prepared this OTG cable, and my screen is, sorry for the shaky camera voice, sorry, is over here. My phone is here over on this very nice SLG MagSafe, and connects wireless, of course, to this one. On this side of the CarpodGo, let's see if I can twist it around. We have it on the back side, and the top port. Okay, we need some light. On the top port here, you will see it says USB on the side there somewhere. And this is the port we're going to access. So to do that, let's put you over here. Hope this is working. Take the cable, put it in the top USB port. There we go. And it's starting to blink, which is a good sign. Then we need to access the home. How do I get to home from here? I don't remember. Here we go. You're pressing this icon, pressing about, pressing system update, and let the machine do its work. Okay, that's not good. And here we go. Let's see. About. Yes, now it's finally accepted the file. The trick was to do a factory reset before we did a system update, because it was crashing over and over again. But factory reset, then system updates. Fantastic! Alright, now that the CarpodGo is updated to the latest firmware, I can tell you a little about this firmware, because the key feature of this one is it's now optimized. It says here, it's further optimized Android Auto Display Only mode to fix audio being preempted by the screen's Bluetooth, causing no sound. I did not have any issues with that before, but now it's even better, they say. And they fixed the issue where the screen remains black after using the reverse camera. I have not wired my reverse camera, I think it's still in the box here. And because I'm using my other reverse camera, it is already in the car. So if you have this one, update the firmware and you will get fixed everything. That is great to know. And last but not least, that the CarpodGo guys are committed to a long-term improvement, values user feedbacks, and this is very hard for me, continuously maintain the product instead of walking away after a one-time sale. That is the big news, and I really like this one. Big news, yeah. A big thing about the CarpodGo systems, displays. There is also someone who's backing you up and always fixing known issues for the future. Let's put this guy back in the car, and I will continue to enjoy this one. I have already been using it for over a year, and like I said, no problem at all with my old firmware either. But this new firmware is supposed to fix anything that, if you have trouble with it. To install it back in the car is really simple. It's only one wire on my car, and it's the power wire, which is marked here. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lightning symbol or something. This is the power input, so I just connect that one and then fix it to this very strong magnet. Smacks in place, and there it is. Let's see. Let me bring you over here like this, and here we go, putting the ignition on. Look at that. That is so sexy. Auto connecting. And bam! You are back in business. How nice is that? How nice is that? What a fantastic screen this is. And here you can see my old Pioneer system, which then has this reverse camera. Sorry, I need to put on the ignition. Yeah, so I don't use this one, but this one is a much better screen than this one, so I definitely should have used the reverse camera on this one. And guys, sorry for all this glimmer in the window, but this is the best I can do. And look at the smoothness of the apps. No lag at all. Absolutely amazing. Everything flawless. No lag. Can't help loving this one. Samsung Music, eh? Look at this. Works like a charm. No streaming directly from my phone. I can't have the sound on because of the music rights, but yeah, you understand. Fantastic. And moving the maps around, also smooth and easy, no lag. Look at this. Zoom function working smooth. I think this must be the smoothest display on the market. It has 60 frames per second. which helps with all this smoothness, of course. And everything is buttering smooth. No lag at all. Bluetooth audio.
Nye dokumenter knyttet til Epstein-saken. Jeffrey Epstein.
This is not the song directly from this one down to the radio. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. And the same with the music. And the sound is straight on the radio. But again, we cannot listen to it because of this copyright. But everything works nice. Yes, you're changing between the displays just by touching this one. Not this one, but this one. Yeah. Fantastic. Highly recommend this one. Smooth. Look at this. One of the main features of this screen, which I really love to use, is this microphone. When I press this one and say Burger King, and voila, here we go, and it's already routing up the map, and it's auto start, and here we go, 2 minutes to go to drive. Let's try another one. McDonald's. And bam, found that one as well. And again, auto start, or you can press manually if you want to do it quicker. Fantastic. 3 minutes. And my other favorite is Pizzabakeren. And here I got two choices in my town. This is the closest one, further one, so of course I take the closest one. And here it's not auto start. I don't know why, because it's 2 maybe. So I just press this one, and there we go. 5 minutes to the pizza baker shop. You can't stop loving this. This is so nice. Okay, guys, thanks for watching this clip, and I say goodbye from freezing cold Norway, which now is 2- still. And yeah, we need a big thick coat and gloves on your fingers. Nice to see you. I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.